I'll show you how to cook a crisp fillet of sea bream, served with some olive oil mash, char-grilled courgettes, and a little sprinkle of lemon zest. Chop your potatoes into smallish chunks. Always start your potatoes cooking in cold water. Nice pinch of salt. Bring them up to the boil. Once they start boiling, turn them down to a nice gentle simmer. Whilst your potatoes are cooking, you can also make the emulsion, the milk and cream emulsion that you put into the mashed potatoes. Milk, double cream, olive oil, some fresh thyme, rosemary, and some garlic. Just one clove. Just crush it, don't worry about chopping it. Drop that into the milk and cream and olive oil. Simmer that just to release all the flavours from the herbs and the garlic, and then we'll add that to the mash when it's cooked. So next I'm going to finely dice the lemon zest. So with a vegetable peeler, unwaxed lemon. So dice this up, start off with very, very fine strips. Gather it together in the other way. We're going to finely chop curly parsley, using curly this time instead of flat parsley, just because we want to chop it up really, really small as the lemon zest. So remove the stalks, and you just keep chopping, gathering the parsley back together. I'm going to chop up some garlic, chop it till it's nice and small. I'm going to slice the courgette. It's a nice thick slices, so on the angle, so you end up with lozenges like that. Courgettes, I'm just going to season them with some fine salt. The salt will just help to draw the water out of the courgettes, which softens them, and then when we come to char grill them later, it means they need less cooking. Next we're going to prepare our sea bream. So it's already been filleted. Just want to remove the pin bones that run along the middle of the fish, around the rib cage. Just grab the end of the bone, pull them out. They run just the length of the fish's rib cage. Trim the tail off, just a small amount of the belly. And we're just going to score the skin. So give the fish a pinch just to raise the middle bit of flesh, backwards and forwards with the middle of your knife, all the way along the fillet. This just exposes the white flesh underneath when it's cooked. So we'll finish our mash, drain the potatoes first, make sure they're nice and soft. Let some of the steam come off the potatoes just so we don't end up with too much water in the mash. Now I'm going to pass it through one of these moolies. Just pass off the herbs and the garlic and the cream, milk and olive oil emulsion we made as well. And we add that to the mash. So just the seasoning, a little bit more olive oil so it's nice and you can really taste the olive oil in it. Courgettes, you can see the water coming out of them. That's just from the salt. So dry them before you char grill them with kitchen paper. So have a frying pan, get it super hot, you can see it's smoking. And we're just going to blacken these courgettes in that pan. It'll take about 3 minutes each side. So after 3 or 4 minutes you can see they're blackened. So we do the same thing the other side. So remove them from the pan and just finish them with some extra virgin olive oil. Gives them a nice shine. Cook the fish next. Season both sides. Hot pan. Get them nice and crispy, so skin side down. And what we're looking for is for the edges to go nice and golden brown. So when the edges are golden brown, transfer to the oven, 180 degrees, cook for about 3 or 4 minutes. Reheat your mash whilst the fish is cooking. Then we're just going to mix together our lemon zest, parsley and garlic. So once your fish is cooked and your mash is hot, you can start to plate up. Use one of these rings just to tidy up our presentation. Take the ring off. Courgettes on top of the mash. And then finish with a drizzle of olive oil. And there you have a crisp fillet of sea bream with olive oil mash and char grilled courgettes.